Hey everybody, welcome back. No loss of aura, no loss of confidence. Thought we had a pretty reasonably good attempt last time, but the game, I mean, the people don't want you to say it, but the game is hard. Gambling chip, amazing. Thrilled to have it. Not so thrilled to have you. Doesn't change my turn too much. You know what? I think you take 8 just to give yourself a very good chance at getting the kill on turn 2. And then you get Carnage. Perfected Strike is actually, I think it's a great card to start with. And then do me a favor, take 26 damage. Yikes. And remove Decay. And what we really want to see, we can't afford anything else, okay. We want to see this Campfire, so we can upgrade Perfected Strike. And with such a small deck, there's a very good chance that we draw it on turn 1. If we add a few extra strikes, it minimizes the chances that we draw it on turn 1, but it adds a little bit of extra damage to it. Gambling chip gives us kind of the fudge factor to set it up. Now this is, they're gonna want me to rest. So I'm taking a lot of damage on the way up. Oh, Carnage! Wow! That's also, honestly, store these so that you can draw Carnage or Perfected next turn and finish the job. Nothing? Nothing? Are you kidding me? Then you draw them both on a turn in which you can't play them both, but at least it's, I mean, everything's fine. Give me an Iron Wave. I think early on an Iron Wave is a very valuable card. Then do me a favor, upgrade your Carnage. We need the damage. Last one was defense, maybe this one will be damage. I don't want to be forced to fight an elite necessarily, so I got to think about this. Okay, not that terrible of a first turn. If we could just minimize the loss of HP on this, and also lose no gold, I would be totally fine. I think right now we're like net -1 HP. Very acceptable. I'm gonna skip. Literally because, and this is not causation, but I take Headbutt a lot and I've been losing a lot more lately. So maybe it's Headbutt's fault. It's science. I kind of like exhausting the curse immediately, and I kind of like putting this on you so that an upgraded Carnage will like ruin your life. And it was quite ruinous. That's not good for you. You're both attacking, huh? I mean, we're getting bled out slowly here, but we'll encounter some fights that are a little bit more conducive to the deck we got going on. I do tend to like an armaments. I mean, why does that not get the headbutt treatment? I don't know, buddy. Just put the cards in the bag, okay? I don't make the rules. I'm gonna swing, because I think things are bad right now. I'm gonna swing on the curse. And honestly, though, my hope and my dream was just that one of these, get him. Huge. One of these question marks will be a shop where I can then remove the curse. And if that happens, I'll be a pretty happy man. Now, I'd love to see maybe that's exactly the boss that I would like to see. You know what? Add a curse, and the whole reason is because we have Duvu Doll. So I don't know if this is like a long-term viable strategy. Especially with no real, like, strength paying cards in the deck at all, but it might work for now, and if it works for now, well, we can just figure out how to solve our problems on the next floor, maybe. I don't know. 3 extra damage per attack is pretty solid, man. I think you have to play Carnage, man. And the reason you have to play Carnage is because if you don't play it, it disappears, and it's your best attack by far, so... Perfected Strike, like, am I a joke to you? Well, yeah, a little bit. I'm having a hard time believing we're not gonna die to regret. 18 damage? Are you kidding me, man? So we lose Carnage, like, necessarily, I think. I didn't really crunch the numbers fully on it. We gotta kill you on this. There's no way I output 73 damage, man. I guess I could have maybe used the liquid memories. Okay. Let's be honest. I mean, we're 5 minutes and 17 seconds into the video. It went off the rails pretty quick. Obtain a curse for 250 gold. Now we are cooking, boys. Now we are cooking. That's a horrible curse, but we should only have to deal with it for 1 fight. 2 fights if, like, literally God is dead or he stays in heaven because he's afraid of the horrors that he created on Earth or whatever they say in Spy Kids. And then the trade-off is we basically 75 gold to remove it. We got 175 gold free to spend to our heart's content. And we got, I think, straight up, Carnage as your first card upgrade. And obviously you're talking to a guy who's lost a lot of runs in a row here. Carnage as the first upgrade is like the best that you could do, man. And Bludgeon. Holy cow. These are 2 beautiful cards that I couldn't be happier to see in my deck right now. So I would say, offensively, things are sorted out pretty nicely, man. Now, defensively, am I crazy? I think a Feel No Pain can pop. I don't know if it's the right time, but I think it can pop. And I think I could absolutely lose 8 max HP. And you look at it as losing 8 max HP. I look at it like I just got to full HP. I just healed. So it's a glass half full, glass half empty sort of thing, and I'm a glass half full sort of guy, I'd say. That's the way I'm choosing to look at it, at least. Carnage and a strike. Big tan hands and a hoop. I'll settle for this. Now, we got an upgraded Bludgeon. Very tempted to go Elite Max right now, and I think I'm going to do it. This is exactly the guy we want to see. Sorry, Carnage, but like, I mean, we only need to play Bludgeon twice. I would love to play you, you just have to show up on a better turn. I'm so sorry to do this, brother, but I gotta... I gotta try to kill you. 9, that would do... 12, 9. Am I crazy? Not crazy. Not crazy. Saved us a ton of HP in the process. I don't buy him. Bag of Marbles. Bag of Marbles and an early Bludgeon draw. Like, it does 63 damage on turn 1, brother. 63 damage on turn 1? Are you kidding me, man? So I think we're cooking up something interesting at the very least. I don't think we need it, man. Our attacks, I guess I shouldn't say that they're sorted, because that means like I'm not taking anything else, but they're quite nice. Now this is probably like the worst possible fight for us, and I still think it's going to be totally fine. We need to draw Bludgeon a maximum of 3 times. And also, I didn't even think about this, but earliest we can draw Bludgeon is the turn after next, which would be using it on you, so we'll hit you. It gets, this boss gets hard countered by the Dazes, man. Are you kidding me? Because the Dazes that they create in my deck become defends for me, essentially. I said defends, by the way, not depends. A lot of people have been suggesting I have incontinence issues. It's not true. That was one time with norovirus. And maybe 1 to 2 times with salmonella, but that was no joke. And if you'd been through it, you'd know. Stop saying I poop myself! I'm just joking. Happens to the best of us or whatever. It's a little expensive, but I do like a flame barrier. I cannot tell a lie. Let's go with that. Now, who's our boss? Probably, if I'm being honest, probably the best boss for us to be facing. I had way more extra energy than I thought, but that's okay. We're gonna be sitting pretty, man. In fact, we're sitting so pretty, I don't even know what to upgrade. We should start adding blocks. I'm a big, like, true grit guy. Especially when you're relying on like 1 to 2 cards showing up. It works with Feel No Pain too, but when you're relying on like 1 to 2 cards to show up, being able to thin your deck on really, really long fights so those cards show up meaningfully more often is very, very nice. Next turn we draw Bludgeon. How dare you? How dare you not draw Bludgeon? We get hit for 23. You're not vulnerable anymore, which is very annoying to me, but it was the right play. And honestly, it might sound crazy, man, but I would rather do 34 damage and keep this Carnage in our deck than do 42 damage. And I may come to regret that, like, modestly, but I don't know. I think we're chilling pretty heavily. Right? 27. I could split you, but I feel like I'd be better off just killing you, hopefully in the next turn or two. Like, don't both rush to attack me immediately. Okay, I appreciate that more than you could ever possibly understand. The Frailty is annoying. Be a great turn to draw Carnage. 8 damage takes you to 38. This would then do 9. 29. I resent having to pop it, to be honest. I feel like it's a strategic misstep on my behalf that I had to pop it, but of course, I'd rather be alive. This run seems like it's got a chance. So you look at the deck, what do you want to see? I feel like almost doubtlessly I want an Energy Relic so we can play something in addition to Bludgeon. I also feel like Fiendfire Feel No Pain is interesting. I feel like an Entrench and a Barricade are like always compelling. And even Demon Form is hard to argue with. But you know what? Actually, an Offering might be a top tier get for us. Another Bludgeon is kind of crazy. Berserk might... I mean, I see the double tap value. The only thing is, like, what if we don't get an Energy Relic? It makes the most sense. And then you just hard force... I'm not in love with the Energy Relic that I was compelled to choose there. Oh, but what a beautiful turn, man. You're all dead. I don't have to play anything. So we really couldn't have asked for more than that. That's crazy. And maybe given that we added Mark of Pain, maybe an Evolve would be an acceptable addition to the deck right now. Now, we need upgrades, but I don't think... Or, sorry, we need blocks, but I don't think Armaments is the play. I think we need better blocks, because all of our best cards, in my opinion, are already upgraded, especially now. Yes, your best cards, like Defend. See, this is a great turn, man. We don't get debuffed. Surely, we could play a potion here, but if we don't have to, I'd rather save the potions and maybe just select the ones that we like the most. We're still not taking damage. This feels like a drastically different style of floor than we're used to on floor 2, man. Like, I'm used to getting my stuff pushed in on this floor. To put it in the absolute worst way possible that I apologize for. We're dictating the pace a little bit here. I mean, you gotta go, man. I'm stupid and I didn't do the math. Whatever. I was saving a potion. You guys wouldn't get it. According to this latest Spire subreddit, a potion is actually worth, statistically speaking, like a lot more than what we just... Anyway, I'm gonna take Clothesline. Weakening an enemy seems good. I will lose Golden Idol, and every time we get gold, we gain health. I love it and respect it and appreciate it. Whenever you apply Vulnerable, apply Weak. It's a shame you can't get them both together. Elites are easier to kill. I don't think we need that, man. I gotta put some respect on Orrery one of these days, but... Probably always gonna be happy removing a strike. Or a bash. We only apply Vulnerable with bash, and we tend not to play because we have better attacks, so I genuinely think it's the wrong play. The right play scares me because there's so much potential pilot error, but I think it's the right thing to do, man. Another Carnage tickles me. I do think a Ghostly Armor is worth adding. This might be insane. We play so many expensive cards. Demon Form playing it would be like 2 damage per turn, and it takes. I think it's a skip, man. Just with what we got. Okay, never mind. I think it's an add, and I think we add Limit Break as well. And I don't know if I can afford to power through with the sort of setup that I got here. And then sure, let's just make elites easier. And let's start with the upgraded Limit Break. We're going to need to make blocking more of a priority. I know we skipped power through, but that's just because I didn't want my deck to be like chock full of wounds so early if I could avoid it. This actually, like, we now have scaling, which is amazing. Playing none of your best cards. That's an interesting idea. And then I could have killed you with the duplication potion, but now I'm like, nah, I'd rather double up on defend so we don't take damage on a turn in which I only now realized I was never taking damage in the first place. Okay, so the thing about scaling is we only need it when we need it. On a fight like this, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't need it, but it's very nice to have it on the boss. So that we don't run into the thing that happened on the last run where we were like dominating hallway fights, but then the boss blew us out. So there's times we're going to want to play Demon Form and Limit Break, and there's times we're not. I'll add True Grits for the rest of eternity, given how many wounds that I've been adding to the deck. Dude, all of our defends are upgraded. So I was just going to say, you're only going to hit gas, man. I think you gotta try. We got 2 amazing potions, too. Like, we should be fighting elites in this circumstance. You know what? Let's... I just gotta be real with you. I don't think he's gonna attack me. Now, if he attacks me next turn, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. Thankfully, he chose not to. So we haven't really gained that much here. We've had some pretty suboptimal draws, but... This is mighty nice. Would have gone crazy against a boss too, but... Twin Strike is a... I mean, it's a strength gain play. It's just a question if we draw our good stuff too little. Might simmer on it. And that's going to be controversial, I think. But... I stand by it because I've already done it. I can't go back. So you already know what I'm going to say. Reaper. Beat the boss, get Reaper. Anything could happen, man. Go ahead, keep at it. Add as many dazes to my deck as you want, quite frankly. You can add dazes till the cows come home. I'm happy to see it, man. That's free block for me. Actually, forget about Reaper. You know what the play is, brother? Juggernaut. Juggernaut is the way. Imagine every single time we game block doing 5 to 7 damage to an enemy. Be careful who you call ugly in middle school, brother. Like that was on sight. I don't think Metallicize is the way. We don't have Juggernaut yet, so don't get too excited. I think this one has a genuine chance. We got burst damage, like front loading. We got scaling. Who's our boss? A rematch. The one thing we lack, and I mean there's more than one thing we lack obviously, but to put it in a nice encapsulated statement, one of the things we lack is, you piece of junk. One of the things we lack is AoE, and that's like perfect timing. I do just feel like we don't need an Immolate. I don't even, like, if it's nice to have, then I would have had it. But I don't think it's necessary. I think it takes away from the central thesis of the deck. 63 damage. If I can kill you, that's the big deal right there. Get rid of Demon Form. We don't need it against this guy. I never want to see that card on this small fight again. That was beautiful. Now, it's crazy to say it, man. Seeing red is the play. But in my head, I was like, an upgraded Warcry? Who says no, man? Alright, so this is our rematch. Now, this is like the inversion of what we just had. On this one, we really want to see Demon Form as quickly as possible. Like, turn 1 would have been a lot better than turn 3, which is what we're... That's our best case scenario right now. Okay. It's alright. It's alright. I do not want to lose my Carnage, and the math, like, lines up. Okay, how about turn 4? Turn 4 for a Demon Form? Thank you so much. I do have a Blood Potion to keep me alive. I'll live with that. I got a Blood Potion to keep... You're getting quite strong, don't get me wrong, but... you have to go. You're doing 39 damage, which is insanely nasty, but the Blood Potion is still here. Okay, this is a limit break. I don't think I'm gonna kill you next turn, so we'll play Clothesline to maximize the chances a Blood Potion keeps us alive. I think we're... Given that you're spawning some units, it would be really nice to get, like, double tap Bludgeon here. 54 damage, huh? Well, I don't think there's much to do. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, brother. 51. Insanity. We were in a great spot, man. But Ascension 19, they are sending their best. Like, that's crazy. Start me off. Corruption Dropkick. It can't not be good. It has to be good. Now, the turn 1 Corruption is probably not what you want to see, but... I think, like, it's... the opposite of front-loaded. We have like a back-loaded build right now. It should get... With Corruption, it stands a good chance to get stronger as it goes along. And we need something that can kill enemies. They will never let you draw 2 defense on turn 1. It just doesn't happen. So, like, keep dreaming if that's your New Year's resolution. Best of luck for you. Hemokinesis is nice. A second Hemokinesis is getting a little crazy, but maybe it's a crazy world in which we live in. Dreamcatcher, not my favorite relic, but I can't deny that we got it quite nicely. We may only have like 1 combat before we get a chance to remove this from the deck, so I'm all in on that. And we should have no problem killing enemies. We may have a pretty prodigious problem killing them without dying ourselves. Hemokinesis is great, but there's all... Yeah, we needed to play it, okay. There's lots of stuff... Unnecessary. That plays off of Hemokinesis as well, man. Like a Rupture would give you crazy strength gain, then you throw in maybe like a Reaper and a Limit Break. Stop me if you've heard this one before. And before you know it, you're off to the races, dude. Well, I think I gotta wipe you. This is, like, you might think I'm putting on airs, but I'm being sincere. I think this is still pretty good. Hemokinesis is a lot of damage. I think Juggernaut has, maybe even with Corruption especially, has more killing power. Now let's think about this logically. Okay, more Dex is very nice. More Dex is great. True Grit is a good block. Armaments is good enough, I think. I don't know. Now, I've now constructed the same deck I've used on every single run. Oops. So how about, like, this time play Corruption? And we take 2 damage on turn 1, but we gain some tempo, right? Right? Some tempo? I don't really care if you stay alive, louse. Why is this such a Victorian insult? Louse. But this, and then that. Okay. Hold. Really want to see a rupture. Now, this is where you tell me, NL, there was a rupture in the shop, and then I pull out like a Ron Burgundy gif or something like that and say, I don't believe you. Please upgrade my Twin Strike. You've exhausted the card that I was going to play to win the fight, but you might have also made it so I win the fight next turn. Okay, fair enough. Bosses you. We don't have strength gain, so I feel like a Carnage is a better play. I'm gonna say no to you. I don't know, man. It's just a little too scary, I think. Alright, so again, first floor is a joke, man. Now, please don't let that be like, comedic timing, you know? I think I would love to see Juggernaut as soon as possible. So I love that. And honestly, I don't need to see those strikes ever again. Maybe Elixir only exists to help you with Toy Ornithopter, but whatever. Here I am doing everything I can, holding on to what I have, pretending I'm a freaking Superman, okay? You got a problem with that. You got a problem with me. So I don't really know how to feel about Corruption here, but I do feel like there will probably be some turns in which I'm very excited to play blocks for 0 cost. Is this one of them? I don't know yet. I upgraded a strike because it's a card that after we play it will still exist in our deck. That's the whole meat and potatoes of the methodology on that one. This should be an interesting finish here. I mean, that's 48 damage if my math is correct. Okay, we're alive. Now we need some way to keep it going. Double Juggernaut is the only path that makes sense, man. We're not going to take double Corruption. And Snecko Eye, man! The best relic in the game? Snecko Eye versus just 1 extra energy every turn. I mean, we got a lot of 1-cost cards, don't get me wrong, but the draw from Snecko Eye combined with Corruption, it's tickling me in all the right places, okay? And I don't care if that makes you uncomfortable. Grow up. We're all human beings here, except for 80% of the audience at this point is probably like large language models that are like digesting everything I've ever said in order to make like a perverted facsimile to sell to Mark Andreessen. But most of us aspire to be human beings, at least I do. I'm happy to have you here. It's a horrible turn, just for the record. I'm going to Hemokinese you, and I'm going to play a True Grit. And it's our best block, man. It's our best block. I'm not thrilled about it, but it's our best block. Now this tickles the fancy, man. And we're about to get hit again very badly. But once we get that Demon Form Limit Break Reaper, it's on site. You wouldn't believe it, there are defends in the deck. Haters will say it's fake. I promise you it is true. Dry land is not a myth. I've seen it. This is, I would consider this our first real test of whether or not this deck can actually function. Because double Juggernaut is kind of like the win condition. It's like double Juggernaut and then play blocks. Preferably as many I hate you. Give me 90 gold. Give me 90 gold. I'm leaving. Preferably as many cheap blocks as we can, which means, bizarrely, we want to take as many expensive cards as we can. Let's make this defend a little better. Brother, I'm going to be real with you. I don't think I can play these hemokinesises. I got to, like, rely on... Oh, Christ. I got to rely on healing through the draft, man. Free agency is not going to save me here. 2-cost Juggernaut. Are you kidding me, man? Or 3-cost Juggernaut? It's even worse. I'm alive, though. I am alive. Do we even have any blocks left in the deck? It's going to be a no from me, dog. Oh my god, we live? Brother, sure, add the Dark Embrace. What do I know? Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain strength. Kind of necessary at this point. We don't really want to... I mean, can I be real with you? If we're going to be funny, let's do that. It might keep us alive, man. It's not just humor. Please, oh my god, don't be combat. I needed you not to be combat. I must hemokinese you, man. We learned our lesson last time. You gotta play the hemokinese here. What I will say, though it might strike you as crazy, in my very, very decrowed experience, sometimes, and this could immediately just prove false, sometimes the runs that seem like the most busted actually have the most sauce once you get through the hard part. And we got... the hard part is yet to come on this one, I think. But... you're saying there's a chance. Let's upgrade this defend and then play it and not play the shrug. So all we've done is play corruption so far. It's not going to give us a whole lot of tempo. But we're working on it, okay? We're working on it. Exhaust whatever you want to exhaust. See if I care. You're dead? What happened? Wait, have we accidentally... I'm just realizing this now. They're speaking into my earpiece. I'm just realizing this now. Have we accidentally created I think I gotta kill you, brother. Sorry about this. A dead branch run? Best attack potion of all time. We've accidentally created a dead branch run. Now, there's a little bit more. We gotta try. I hate you. I hate you. There's a little bit more of like an upfront cost. Sorry, Reaper. It's not the right time, man. It's not you. It's me. There's a little more of an upfront cost, but it's like... it's kind of... it's giving gas right now in the best way possible. That's not enough? That's enough. I'm talking about gas in the German sense, not gas in the me sense, which is farting. We need this. I would love Dark Embrace as well, but we can stall on it slightly. You're dead. Oh my god, what have I done? I've stumbled upon greatness. Blue candle. I was gonna say not thrilled. I'm thrilled, brother, because I can just play my freaking curse. Something has broken, and it's a beautiful thing. Corruption, don't mind if I do. You know, how about an armaments? Sure. How about an armaments that upgrades everything? How about a rupture for no freaking reason? How about a true grit? I don't know. How about a carnage while we're here? How about I exhaust my best attack, because I think I'm kind of at the level where I can play whatever I choose. And, oh my god, because of rupture, we get an upgrade out of it. Oh, it's crazy, man! Are you seeing this? Oh, I should have played the Feel No Pain. My mistake on that one, brother. My mistake. I guess I could have played the Ascender's Bane for strength as well. I should be playing the Ascender's Bane for strength. Okay, now I have no idea if this is, like, long-term stable. But, like, I thought for sure we would be dead by this point, so... It's a pretty huge improvement, I think. I don't know, do we drop I think we drew our powers fast enough that we don't have to play a power potion. Or pick a pint of pickled peppers, or whatever the heck that dude says in the song. Okay, so we absolutely love this. We absolutely love... I don't want to play Rupture first, because I feel like Feel No Pain is more core to the build than Rupture. Now, there's a problem. We only have a certain number of defense in the deck. But I would say that, like, as long as we're blocking, I don't mind playing a defend. Like, now, we could probably say, you know what? Keep this True Grit around. It could block for more on a future turn. But otherwise, I'm not... Oh, that's exactly what we wanted to see, man. So, like, here, we don't have to play any blocks. And it's probably better not to, because we may need them for a turn in which you're actually doing a lot of attacks. Because we can sort of go infinite off of it. Or, I mean, finite off of it. So you're gonna... Eventually, you're gonna hit like a freaking truck. And I'm just gonna hold up my hand and say no, and I'm gonna play both of my defense. I really thought there were more than that. I'm gonna play both of my defense and just go absolute beast mode on you. This would be the turn, man. This would be the turn. So, like, defend. And then what do we never want to see again? Probably like a 3-cost strike. And then just ruin your life. Okay, what do we need to make this long-term more sustainable? More skills, so that when they get exhausted, we still have more to rely on. Brutality works well with Reaper, or sorry, with Rupture, but I think Reaper is the take here. Snecko, I can't see enemy intents. I do sort of feel like we pretty much just play our cards. I do think that Runic Cube could be crazy as well, but the energy smooths out the variance a little bit. I'm kind of not happy to be fighting the Awakened one. I don't mind this path. Because we play so many powers, and like we have to play the powers. It would be crazy to just get a corruption here. I don't know about this, man. I think turn one's kind of a bummer here. I'm going to do a Juggernaut, a Shockwave, and then maybe we take a hit, but that's life. Something had to be done. You gotta go. You can be played. Very valuable. Very, very valuable indeed. Exhaust a card at random. I can't go for that. No can do. That seemed to do an awful lot of damage. Beautiful. Free Dark Embrace. Crazy. I think we're at the level where now you're all gonna pay. It would be nice to get our Reaper again. There it is, man. Whoop. There it is. It's not that bad. We were down 7 HP after a fight that like did not go particularly well. What does a fight that goes well look like for us? I think it's pretty easy, to be honest with you. The earlier you draw Corruption, the better the fight has gone for you. This is fine. Like, not everything is always going to line up for us, so we take that any day of the week. So let's Rupture, Dark Embrace, Hemokinesis for strength, but we get the strength back in health on Reaper, I think. I don't know. We'll heal for 5. That's all I got. I don't think you're hitting me for 20. Oh, you're hitting me for 26. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. You are dead, right? Am I crazy? Why are all my powers, like, duplicated? Did I miss something? I don't want to win off a glitch, okay? That's what I'm getting at here. I think more skills matter, man. Like, let's add 2 of these. And maybe, like, a power potion. I don't know if we carry it all the way to the boss or we burn it on an elite, but... Or maybe because I played 2 of that power. Maybe I'm stupid. Or maybe... whatever. That train has sailed. We can make this one back with Reaper. So play the cards you absolutely need to play. To get the engine going. What, we take 11 it might as well be 0, to be honest. The very important thing, obviously, is that we need corruption as soon as possible to stop the bleeding. And the bleeding is getting very severe. We also have not played Dark Embrace, right? I'm gonna exhaust it. I'll tell you what, I would basically settle for a Reaper at this point. Because I don't know how much more time we got in us, man. We haven't played Dark Embrace, man. You can't get it. You can't... what you're looking for, you will not find. Our HP is decroded now. How about heal me a bunch? I definitely need to be able to heal. I think this is a simple one. You need the rare relic. And for there to be goodness in the world, I need to actually hit you pretty hard next turn. Don't exhaust the Juggernaut, thank you. He's inexhaustible. He was Vinnie Jones in the 3rd movie, man. True. We need this to be the one that, like, Fossilized Helix. We need this to be Fossilized Helix. One more Shrug. Get rid of this garbage. Okay, perfect. Keep the skills when you need them, man. That's the important part. Like, you know, you do like 8 damage on this turn. Something in that variety. Sure, go ahead and upgrade all cards. I'll settle for that. We can play the Reaper later. I do have to kill you at some point. I'll tell you what, play the Reaper now. I should probably just play my cards. Because you're gonna die. And I played all the cards I need to play. Yeah, that was the right idea. Unceasing Top. I have no idea if there's something to that. Demon Form! Another power! just to give the Awakened one a fair chance, man. Has to be done. Let's exhaust this Bash. And maybe like a skill potion into an Infernal Blade. It's not that bad. And it gives us a Shrug, which kills you. Then we probably chill. Okay. With no intents on the screen, this can be a little tricky, but I think it's literally just this. That didn't kill anything, man. I'm scared. I don't know if that's gonna help. Ah! No! I shouldn't have taken Runic Dome. I should have taken something else, but... Wait, that was... I lived longer than I thought I would have lived. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. We're gonna get there. Have faith.